every NFL team has players that they need to bring back, and I think that no matter who your head coach is or your potentially new general manager slash head coach is, there's players that you need to bring back. And for the Las Vegas Raiders, as part of our latest segment that we're bringing here, in which we talk about all 32 NFL teams and the fact that they have at least 3 free agents that they need to bring back in 2023 and beyond. And as for the Las Vegas Raiders, I think that there's a couple guys that you definitely take a second look at, because there were some guys that need to be back for this team. Again, I know Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler, they've got some things kind of going for this team, but make no mistake, there is definitely some players that need to be in consideration for being brought back, I swear I'm sober. And I think that free agent to bring back, number one, pretty easy. Running back Josh Jacobs. This guy has been an absolute stud all year long. Like, literally was the reason, that walk-off touchdown win against the Colts, or whoever it was. I'm sorry, I'm blank. I think it was the Seahawks. Excuse me. I apologize. But, had career high 1,608 rushing yards this year, 12 rushing touchdowns. He's tied for his career high there. Also caught 51 passes, second in his career there. Yes, he's, probably should be, in that 4,700 yard range after this last game for the Raiders. But overall, he's just been an absolute nail driver for the Raiders for the last couple of years, for the last 4 years, really. And yes, they declined his 5th-year option, but it's because running backs in the NFL, they're just not going to get, that they're not going to get that $10 to $15 million contract. They're going to get that $5 to potentially $8 million that, they're going to get. That's just what they're going to get from now on. I think Dalvin Cook and Christian McCaffrey, those were the last running backs that we see that could potentially actually get, that type of money, and I think they're going to probably be the last. Honestly, they're most likely going to be the last if we're being honest about the whole thing. Josh Jacobs, I know he's been kind of talking about his future. I've even seen things, him talking about the fact that he has enough money, he just wants to come back and be a part of the Raiders. If you're the Raiders, I think anywhere from 4 to 8 is definitely something that you can negotiate, and is fair enough. I think that's definitely a good value, especially you're bringing back a guy that, if he's only going to be 24, 25 or whatever it is. So the fact that you're bringing in, again, a relatively pretty young guy that just continues to just tote the rock for you, you absolutely love to see it. So Josh Jacobs, he's going to be a guy that you want to bring back. So he's currently 24, going to be 25 next year. He's still got a lot of tread left on the tires. I think he can go and be that next rusher that gets to 10,000 rushing yards. He definitely needs to be given that shot with the Raiders. Free agent number 2 to bring back, inside linebacker Denzel Perryman. Whatever, inside, outside, whatever. Denzel Perryman is a stud. I don't care what anybody says. This man, ever since he came over to the Raiders, yes, he's been that guy. Had over 150 tackles last year. Kind of rejuvenated his career coming over from the Chargers. But this year, a total of 83 tackles, a sack, has a couple of picks as well. Over a 70.0 PFF grade. Definitely somebody that needs to be back in black next year. He's an absolute stud. He's the leader in the middle of that defense. And quite honestly, I know Josh McDaniels and company, they're going to continue to look for guys in the draft. I understand all that, but you're going to tell me that it hurts your team having a guy like Denzel Perryman, in the middle of it all, helping guys get lined up and just really there for that leadership aspect. I very much doubt that. He's an absolute stud, a guy that needs to be there for a long time. Probably retire as a Raider. That's what I would love to see, and I would not be shocked if they bring him back on potentially a 1 or 2 year deal. Would make a lot of sense if you were the Raiders. Free agent to keep, number 3 for the Las Vegas Raiders, defensive tackle. There we go. Andrew Billings. Now, this defense has kind of been a train wreck this year. And also, yes, this also comes as, Jarrett Stidham is going to technically be a free agent. Come on, they're obviously going to bring him back. He's going to be someone that competes for the starting job potentially next year, with rookie to be determined, or whoever they bring in, to be quite honest with you. But, Andrew Billings is this guy that he deserves a lot of credit. Again, a guy that had a career high in tackles this year with 37, and really was a rock in the middle of it all at times. Had a 74.2 PFF grade, had a sack, and quite honestly, this entire Raiders defensive line was bad. Other than Max Crosby, I'll extend the olive branch there. Chandler Jones did some things at times as well, but Andrew Billings is that guy in the middle, and I know Byron Nichols also did some good things as well, but Andrew Billings, when he was called upon, when he was a starter, he did some things. He definitely needs to be brought back, at the very least, on a very, a 1 year veteran minimum deal that, he can come in and compete for that spot. And I know that there's a lot of different moving parts. I know that there's going to be a lot of different players brought in, but Andrew Billings needs to be one of the players that's brought brought back. Absolutely no question in my mind. I think it would make a lot of sense for this team and for that defense. But that's it. Those are 3 free agents. Let us know if we missed anybody. Who would you like to see back with the Raiders next year? Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome. We love every single one of you. Down in the description below, you'll find all of our social media platforms. So give us a like and a follow there. Also, remember to give us a listen and sub on iTunes. And finally, if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com or put in the comment section down below, and we would love to cover it. But let us know what you guys think about the 3 free agents that we think the Las Vegas Raiders need to bring back next year and moving forward.